June 12, 2025, a day that started like any other, turned into one of the darkest moments in India's aviation history. Air India Flight AI 171, carrying 242 souls, took off from Ahmedabad and never made it beyond the city skyline. In the next few minutes, we'll take you through the truth, the trauma, and the tributes of what happened on that tragic afternoon. The aircraft involved was a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, one of the most advanced jets in commercial aviation. Registered VTANB, this plane had flown for over a decade, serving long-haul routes like London and New York. On June 12, it was scheduled to fly from Ahmedabad to London Gatwick as Flight AI 171. There were 230 passengers on board, including families, students, tourists, and professionals. Alongside them were 12 Air India crew members, trained, trusted, and dedicated. Just moments after takeoff at 1:39 p.m., panic unfolded in the cockpit. Pilots issued a desperate mayday call. Something was wrong, terribly wrong. Within 30 seconds, the aircraft lost control, dipped violently, and with horrifying speed, plunged straight into the BJ Medical College campus. Eyewitnesses say it was like a missile, one moment of silence, followed by a deafening explosion. The plane broke into pieces. A fireball erupted, the sky went black with smoke, and the ground shook with shock. Out of 242 people on board, 241 never made it home. Their lives ended in seconds. The force of the impact was so brutal that bodies were unrecognizable. Flames engulfed the fuselage. Only one person survived, a young man, seat 11A, who somehow emerged from the wreckage. The rest, passengers from India, the UK, UAE, and Canada, families, couples, children, all gone. A whole aircraft, silenced in a heartbeat. And the devastation didn't stop with the flight. The aircraft crashed into the hostel dining block of BJ Medical College, right when students were having lunch. Imagine the horror. Young medical students, full of dreams and determination, found themselves at the center of a catastrophe. 3 MBBS students died on the spot. 41 were injured, many critically. In total, over 75 bodies were pulled from the hostel area. These weren't passengers, they were our future doctors. This was more than a crash. It was a massacre from the sky. In the chaos, heroes rose. Ahmedabad's fire department, police forces, NDRF teams, and even army units rushed in. The area was choked with debris and flames. Bodies were scattered across classrooms, corridors, and courtyards. A green corridor was set up to speed ambulances to the civil hospital. Doctors, nurses, and volunteers worked non-stop. Over 500 personnel, in the first hour, doing everything they could to save lives, even when hope was fading. It was humanity in action amidst horror. But in this sea of death, there was one spark of life. Vishweshakumar Ramesh, a 27-year-old from London. Somehow, he survived. Burned, bleeding, disoriented, but alive. He was found walking near the wreckage, whispering for help. He says, he felt someone grab his arm and pull him back. Whether it was luck, fate, or divine intervention, no one knows. But today, he lives to tell the story 241 others cannot. The nation turned to Air India and its parent company, the Tata Group, for accountability and support. Tata quickly announced 1 crore rupees compensation to each victim's family. They pledged to rebuild the destroyed hostel block, cover all medical expenses for survivors, and stand with the grieving. Air India's CEO, Campbell Wilson, flew back from London immediately to handle operations. They set up help desks, call centers, and psychological care teams. Their logo turned black on social media, a silent but powerful gesture of mourning. The government of India acted swiftly. Union Home Minister Amit Shah visited the crash site and met victims' families. He promised a thorough investigation and immediate DNA testing for body identification. Gujarat CM Bhupendra Patel activated disaster response teams across hospitals. Prime Minister Modi tweeted, "The loss is beyond heartbreaking. Every life lost is a wound to the nation's soul." This was not just a regional tragedy, it became a national crisis. India's Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau, or AAIB, is leading the probe. But because the Boeing 787 is an international aircraft, help is coming from across the globe. The US NTSB, the FAA, the UK IB, and technical teams from Boeing and GE Aerospace are involved. Both black boxes, the flight data and cockpit voice recorders, have been recovered. They hold the answers. Was it mechanical failure? Human error? A structural flaw? The world waits as experts sift through every second of the plane's final moments. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner was supposed to be the future of flight, faster, quieter, more efficient. This crash marks its first major fatal accident in over a decade of service. That's a chilling milestone. Investigators are now digging into the plane's maintenance records. Was something overlooked? Was it airworthy? Is this a one-off failure, or a deeper flaw in the Dreamliner series? The answers could change aviation policy across the world. As the fires cooled, the grief burned on. Candlelight vigils lit up Gujarat and London. Friends of students wept outside BJ Medical College. Families flew in from across the world, some to claim bodies, others to confirm that their loved ones were never coming back. A wall of remembrance now stands outside the hospital. On it, the names of the lost, doctors, children, pilots, students, now immortalized by tragedy. The air still hangs heavy in Ahmedabad. This is not just a story of a plane crash. It's a story of loss, of 269 lives in a matter of seconds. It's a story of courage, from first responders, from doctors, from a lone survivor. And it's a story of accountability, from airlines, from government, and from us all. As the investigation continues, we owe it to the victims to demand answers, and to ensure this never happens again. May their souls rest in peace. Jai Hind.